What do you think of Trump?
I think I'm going to vote for him.
Really?
Yes, Hollywood actor Dennis explained why he changed his mind and is going to vote Trump. It is concerning that a lot of these people are realizing what is going on.
What do you think of Trump?
I think I'm going to vote for him.
Really?
Yeah, in the next election. Yes, I am.
Are you ready for the blowback?
Well, yeah.
Which inevitably comes with Trump?
I think in this election, everybody's got to, I think they're going to take a side or whatever, but it just seems to me, it just makes sense. I was ready not to vote for Trump until what I saw is more than politics. I see a weaponization of our justice system.
Yeah.
And a challenge to our Constitution, us as Americans, that I don't think we're going to have. And, Trump is the most investigated person probably in the history of the world. And they haven't been able to really get him. People might call him an asshole, but he's my...
As a registered Democrat, no, I'm not voting for Joe Biden. Sorry, not sorry. I don't know how else to put this. Like, you can't pay me enough, you can't gaslight me enough, you can't feed me those weak talking points. I'm not voting for him. I don't see how anybody in their right state of mind can look at what's going on right now nationally and internationally and scream Biden 2024. It will not sit well with my spirit to know that I cast a ballot for someone like him. This whole concept of gaslighting people into voting for Biden because he's better than Trump, I'm letting you know it's far gone. I'm gonna let y'all know this, Democrats. If you want Biden to win in 2024, you have to come up with a better talking point than just he's better than Trump.
Yes, in another interesting clip, legal expert on CNN says prosecutions fell way short of providing case against Trump. They need to prove beyond reasonable doubt that Trump broke the law, and you think after listening to all of this, you think they fell short. How CNN Kid asked a defense attorney, Robert, on his assessment of the Martin trial. Let me play this video so you can see exactly what he said.
Andy, what Michael's getting at is the burden of proof is an important one to remind everyone. It's on the prosecution, right? They need to prove beyond reasonable doubt that Donald Trump broke the law. And you think, after listening to all of this, you think they fell short. How?
They fell way short because let's start with reasonable doubt. What is reasonable doubt? And it's not simply a doubt based upon reason. Anytime a human being needs to make an important decision in life, if you have enough information, for example, doctor says you need open heart surgery. Doc, go ahead and schedule. I don't have a reasonable doubt. Conversely, if I say, I appreciate it, but I need a second opinion, I need more information, that is having a reasonable doubt. There is reasonable doubt all over this case. Where is Keith Schiller? Where is Alan Weisselberg? How did Michael Cohen get away with stealing $30,000? Hold a pity party for him. Made $4 million on this. Thought he'd be chief of staff. He's a fixer. If the plumber comes to my house to fix my leak, I could be home. That doesn't mean I know how he's doing it and what it's taking to be fixed. Stormy Daniels, let's hold a pity party for her. Why do we need to know whether or not the former president wore a condom or not? It's simply about, did the former president know that books, his records, false entries, for legal fees, Michael Cohen was his lawyer. Did he intend to cover up the election or to protect his family? It's everywhere.
When Randy gets to whisper tones, I start getting concerned.
Yes, you can clearly see what is happening. If CNN can say this, that should clearly signal something to you. Trump recently posted this. It summarizes everything that happened in court. Boring. And the Biden White House is panicking.
Thank you, Karine. Are you guys here at the White House in full-blown freak-out mode?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
There's a Politico
Peter?
story. It sounds like Democrats outside, the quote is, Biden's stubbornly poor polling and the stakes of the election are creating the freak-out.
So, again, I'm going to be mindful. I'm not going to comment on 2024 election. I will say this. The president has never forgotten where he came from, who he is. He understands what the American people are going through as they're sitting around the kitchen table. You hear the president talk about his time growing up, where he watched his family having to sit around the kitchen table, making incredibly difficult decisions. And the president has always said he's going to fight for communities that have been forgotten. And you see that in the policies, economic policies that he's put forward. He's going to continue to fight for the middle class. He's going to continue to fight in every way that he can. You heard me at the beginning talk about junk fees, incredibly important. And he's going to continue to fight and to make sure that corporation greed doesn't continue to take hold. That is something that he's been very clear about, while Republicans are doing the opposite. They put out a policy where they want to give a big tax break to the wealthiest among us, billionaires and corporations. That's not what the president wants to do.
Is to understand exactly what is going on. Biden campaign staffers leaked to Politico. They fear Biden is unable to defeat Trump. Reason they are now coming with these strategies. Ask yourself, at the beginning of this trial, we have not seen them, commenting, partaking to anything. If you ask even the White House press secretary, like, how, she will not answer that. She will refer you back to this, that now they are coming out to say, oh, let's do this, bringing this insane guy. You saw what he did. He went around doing campaigns, into all these liberal medias. I saw it. I think I did a lot of videos about it. Went on The View, went on Bimaha, CNN, and so on. Now here, you can clearly understand exactly the strategy they are putting forth. They are not even working out. Fear has reportedly struck those on the highest levels of the Democratic Party over President Biden prospect in the 2024 election come November. Even some of those who had confidence the election will be smooth sailing for the incumbent president have been worried about the outcome. According to over a dozen party leaders and Democrat operatives who spoke to Politico, anxiety has taken hold of many in the party due to poll numbers, especially results coming from those in the swing state across the country. If you take a look at recent polls, you can clearly see what is going on. People that have never supported Trump are now doing so because they understand that the system is rigged. Yeah. You don't want to be that guy who is on the record saying, we are doomed, or the campaign is bad. Biden's making a mistake. Nobody wants to be that guy. So the Democratic who is in connection to the White House, Biden poor polling numbers just months ahead of the elections are creating the freak out, he added. And that is the truth. And we are seeing what they are doing now. So will he work out? I just want to observe their new strategy. Please share this video out.
Yes, people have said to me, you make fun of the left more than you used to. And guilty, I have, because the left has changed. Now,
did you hear what AOC said?